Welcome to the next installment of Unpopular Opinions, where we will be focusing on the latest video game leaks and how they're probably lies. Let's not get into the minutiae of each leak, but rather cover the bases on how these perceived leaks are being used to drive YouTube content and push narratives, like the often mentioned Wind Waker Twilight Princess HD Remastered Double Pack lie. In my last video, I dug into the details behind the Wind Waker and Twilight Princess Double Pack lie and why I arrived at the conclusion that it is pure hype and manufactured, contrived, and otherwise baseless and not rooted in reality. Let's not focus on a particular title for a change, or developer, or console for that matter. Let's hit why it is now conceivable that rumors are being created out of thin air in order to push certain trending YouTube content. In my last video, I illustrated the connection between Nintendo's 2019 E3 Direct and the spontaneous guarantee that Wind Waker and Twilight Princess will see a double pack release on the Switch. I covered this briefly, but essentially the details are there to support a conclusion that the hope of this double pack is totally baseless and pure hype. We are now in an era, and have been for several years, of instant data transfer and near instantaneous news cycles. In years past, it would take days for a news cycle to break to the general public, even weeks. Now we're talking minutes. Contrived or otherwise baseless news has always existed, but its extremely widespread presence in the gaming community, somewhat recently, has grown from out of proportion to total chaos and irresponsibility. With YouTube content creators and influencers trying to balance engagement and viewership with factual reporting, we have reached critical mass, an inflection point, if you will. We are now at a point where stories, no matter the validity, are presented to the general gaming community as perceived fact in order to drive content and engagement. Without these rumors, I believe the regular gaming community would be lacking high-profile and engaging content. How often is a stereotypical gamer going to check in for the latest info on an anticipated release? The answer is not long. Some analysts sometimes suggest that the human attention span is currently similar to that of a goldfish. So, in all due respect, how are creators expected to keep their target audience engaged in perpetuity, essentially forever, while most gaming news is simply mundane or old news, or for lack of a better term, boring? The answer? Rumors. We have squarely entered a new domain of rumor hype and rumor marketing. It is not certain yet if producers are using leaks or fake leaks to assess public opinion, but it is not out of the realm of possibility. This trickles down to news outlets, particularly the gaming community on YouTube, which thrives upon constant stimulating engagement, regardless of truth. Here is my quick take on the overwhelming amount of recent leaks and rumors. Simply ignore them. When the industry selects a new path or new technology, they will tell you. They must tell you. It may not be in a straightforward press release, but they will signal their moves along the way and assess public opinion. Might they select certain influencers to test the waters? Sure, but as I said, they will be select and will not gain viral status, as this would diminish their efforts. Again, reject the latest rumors. It is somewhat valid to believe that in today's technologically driven world, leaks should be seen to be commonplace. However, now more than ever, when you see a rumor or a leak or a coming soon with a big question mark, assess it as you deem necessary, but set it to the side. We're dealing with a complex machine that is at work here, a machine which feeds on engagement and is not bound to reality. If you want to assess for yourself if something is rumor or leak, just look to the past. Whomever the developer or console or title, simply look to the past. The evidence is there, whether it is pleasant or not. Large companies will simply not allow the general public any deep insight into their ongoings, and leakers are not afforded protection. Look into the leakers. Are they being prosecuted? No, they're not. Do you know their names? No, you don't. Why? Because they're not real. In these trying times, it is best that we stray away from the hype and the misdirection and focus on what makes us happy. Let's enjoy the games we enjoy, poke fun of the ones we don't, hypothesize on what could be, and do what-if scenarios on how we could have corrected the past. But along the way, let's stay away from predicting the future and diminishing the hard work of thousands of developers whose careers and industries necessitate secrecy and surprise. If you'd like some more unpopular opinions, like and subscribe. If not, let's talk about it. This is Retro Renovo. Thanks for listening.